are now joined by UFC light heavyweight Alonzo Menifield. Our first question goes to Gabriel Gonzalez with
Hey Alonzo.
Hey,
So this fight was announced pretty recently. When did they first reach out to you about it?
Thursday, they reached out to me,
I
and I
mean,
said yes Thursday.
obviously, I don't gotta tell you that is very, very short notice. I mean, can you just explain preparing and just getting everything together in that span?
Yeah, I've been training already since my last fight, for some time now. So to get the call on Thursday, it was no brainer for me. I was like, I'm ready.
This is your second fight of the pandemic. Have you approached anything differently going into fight week to make it smoother for yourself after the experience of the first one?
Yeah, yeah, I did. I came in a lot lighter. Um, Worked on the cardio, so this weight cut would be super easy, and I won't feel like I felt last fight.
So your last fight, it was the first loss of your career. Everyone talks about, you learn more from them and this and that. When you went back to the gym, what did you take from that last one to make yourself a better fighter?
Work harder. you know, uh, Build a gym, in case the gyms do close around, so that I can keep working hard. That's pretty much what I learned.
Was the lack of a gym opening, was it more stressful on you for the last fight?
Yeah, for us crawling, climbing up on a ladder in the UFC, yeah, it's pretty challenging. So, I saw that though. So now I don't have to worry about gyms closing.
Also, were you able to bring, obviously, the structure is one thing. Were you able to get more people around you, coaches and training partners, to help prepare for this one around?
Right? Yes, we have a circle of good people training around the clock, Mondays through Saturdays. Our team is solid. So yeah, we got that all formed within this COVID-19 crazy time.
My final question: what does OSP bring that makes him a dangerous opponent?
Um, he's I guess he's a veteran. uh, he got a lot of experience. Besides that, it'll be a bombs away for me and a fun fight. I look forward to it.
As a guy who's gonna be fighting him, he's obviously known for things like the Von Flue choke. Do you watch that? And like, is that something in camp that you talk about? Like, no matter what, he's not gonna be a guy. He's not gonna catch me in this thing, no matter how this fight is going.
Right. I'm definitely like anti Von Flute. You know, Given the cardiovascular, I won't be that tired, so he won't be able to catch me in it. If he does catch me, I mean, what can you say to all the other people that got caught in it? It is what it is. But I don't plan on going in that position. Sticking and moving. It's pretty much what I'm gonna do.
Thank you.
All right.
our next question is from Damon Martin with MMA Fighting.
Alonzo, coming out of that last fight, coming off the contender series, you had so much hype around you, and you go out there and you get two big first round finishes, and then you have the last time didn't go your way. How do you deal with that hype and expectation? Because immediately people are saying this is a future contender, but then you lose, and everyone's saying, "Oh, he's overrated. He wasn't as good as we thought he was." Like, how do you deal with that in your own head? You're still young in the sport and learning as you go. I mean, how do you deal with those kind of like expectations that get heaped on your shoulders?
I don't deal with it. I am what I am. I build my skills. I train myself with my team. As far as what people say and their expectation, I don't. I can care less. Um, as far as me growing as a fighter, that's always high and something I hold to the fullest. Um, but yeah, people's expectation, man, it's pretty crazy if you dial into it. You can literally jump off a building. So that's not me.
Yeah.
Right on.
You never know what your next fight's going to be. I mean, obviously, it's the UFC. You're going to take what they offer you. But were you happy to get a guy like OSP and this guy, former title contender? I mean, again, it doesn't erase the loss. I know that, but it feels like this puts you right back where you want to be because OSP is a pretty sizable name in this division.
Yeah, yeah. Given that he's been in here for a while, I'm honored, to step in at this short notice and fight him. I'm excited. You know, fighting OSP and him being that title challenger guy, and fighting all these great, opponents. For me, it's like fighting him. It solidified where I stand in the division, so I'm excited.
As I mentioned, you have a lot of dominance out there, and OSP is one of those guys. Again, he's been at the very best in the world. Went 5 rounds with John Jones, things like that. What would it mean to you to go out there and get a finish over a guy like OSP, who again has literally faced the best of the best in this division?
Right. It'll basically say what I've been saying. I'll be a top dog. Taking him out means that's where I belong. So rank me.
And being the spotlight here as well. I mean, it's got to be nice here. I mean, again, short notice, never perfect, but getting a co-main event spotlight on you. Like, do you enjoy that aspect of it with this fight that you a little bit more, a little bit bigger spotlight, so to speak?
Right. I would enjoy it more with the crowd, but given the nature, I'm excited. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I love it.
Thanks, Alonzo.
All right.
Our next question is from Rodney James Edgar with MMAsoldier.net.
Hey, what's going on, my man?
Hey,
Dallas,
what's up?
Texas is in the house. And I know you're originally from LA, so I forgive you. You got right. Your team is great, man. You guys have been killing it, absolutely killing it. So many good fighters out of there. Man, really looking forward to this one. Your last fight was amazing. Got to say, man, that fade is fantastic. Where are you finding a barbershop open nowadays? It's hard to get into the barbershop.
Right. Tristan, man, yo, over there in Texas, man. I searched up and down in Texas, and I found him. After about 3 years, and he cuts me up, real nice.
All right. Well, if you're ever in San Antonio for a fight and I'm there, I will show you the best place in Texas. Anyway.
Okay.
All right. So let's talk fights.
All right.
Man, yeah. So first of all, I was talking to OSP earlier, and I'm like, the recipe for this matchup is pretty interesting because you have two former NCAA linebackers who are going to get in there, and both of you have that one-punch knockout power. So I think this fight on paper automatically just, it lends itself to probably not going the distance. What do you think? I mean, obviously you want to always go for the finish, but he's a hard guy to finish too.
Right. He's been in a fight where he gets cracked, man, and he keeps going. So my expectation for that is a 3-round war if necessary. But yeah, if it stops early, with me being the victor, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and I mean, you had a 3-round war the last time out, and it was pretty. Like I said, it was a great fight. A great fight against another up and comer, and here we go again. So I mean, again, does it do anything for you mentally? I mean, as I know as an athlete, right? You came from football. Anytime that you walk away from a game and the team lost, it's devastating. It's a horrible feeling. But then with fighting, it's just you in there. What does it feel like to experience that for the first time?
I don't know. I guess my mindset, it is what it is. I just got back on the horse, trained, worked out even harder, trained harder on my skills. As far as what happened to me in June 6th, dropping the ball, that's what I called it. I've just been working, so I won't drop the ball next time. So it'll be a fun and exciting fight.
Of that, I am sure. I will see you on Saturday, my friend. Best of luck to you, and thanks for your time.
Thank you.
That's all we have for you today, Alonzo. Thank you.
All right, cool.